Hello again, everyone. I am BBD of Versus Video fame, and I am here for yet another unboxing video. After the first one, they were like, hey, that was more of an unpackaging video because that was a set, not an actual box. And you said you would do an unboxing video, so I was like, that just seems illogical. But anyway, here I am about to unbox another box, or should I say the first box and not the second package. So I'm here with Journey into Nyx. So let's go ahead and take a journey into this box and see what goodies await us inside. All right, let's open up this box and see what we got inside. Some sort of sheet of paper. I'm not interested in sheets of paper. I want to get these fresh packs out. So let's go ahead and grab the first set and see what we got here. All right, pack number one. Let's rip this thing open. Yes, Market Festival, yes. I don't know. It's a common. Not a huge fan of. Let's see. I gotta see if I can find a Satyr Hoplite. That's my boy. All right, he's not in this pack, so don't care about those. I got a Wildfire Cerberus. So this guy's like the Justin Timberlake of Monstrosity. He's bringing it back. We haven't seen Monstrosity as much since Theros, but Wildfire Cerberus would have none of that. So he's bringing it back. We got Fellhide Petrifier. My favorite, Riot Devils with Death Touch. And then we got some rares. Hydra Broodmaster, yeah. This one is kind of a sweet one. It is the old Make a Million Hydras type Hydra. And this card is actually just a huge creature. So this could be a standard card moving forward as just a big old baddie. But that's what we got for this one. Let's go to the next pack. See if we can get some sweet foils or rares out of that one. Hydra Broodmaster, okay. We can do a lot better though. So let's see if maybe Crewfix's Insight. Can we get a Crewfix in this pack? Johnny's Presence. Come on. All right. Come on. All right. We don't have a Satyr Hoplite here, so we'll skip it. Oh, I see a foil. All right. We're gonna skip these uncommons and see. It looks like a Cyclops. It is a Cyclops of Eternal Fury, or as I like to call him, Get Eye Gouged. I got to eye gouge one of these guys, and that was a delight. My opponent was eternally furious. So, and for the rare, we have a Bearer of the Heavens, and this is basically like a super flavorful card, kind of like, I guess, Atlas. Is that the Greek god? All right, my director's saying that Atlas is correct. Scoreboard 1 me, 0 my opponents. Basically, he is holding up the world, and when he dies, the world gets destroyed. So, pretty cool card overall. Nice combo with Rescue from the Underworld. But let's go ahead and see what we got in this next one. Oh yeah, Rotted Hulk. Yeah, this is out of all the Hulks I know, this is like my third favorite behind like Hulk Hogan, the Hulk, and then there's Rotted Hulk. That's like he's like number 3 on my Hulk list. So you can write that down. Let's see, Tormented Thoughts is kind of an interesting one. I got destroyed by that in Mental Magic once. That was a lot of fun. All right, it looks like we have a Spawn of Thraxes. Oh, there's a foil too. I'm gonna hide the foil. All right, Spawn of Thraxes, big old dragon, deals a bunch of damage. Pretty cool card, pretty expensive though. Let's see what we got behind this bird token here. And it's a swamp. No, that's not it. It's a foil. All right, come on. Oh, Ferris Band Thunderhoof. You are not what I was hoping for, but you are a 3-4 for 5, so I can't feel too sad about you. All right. So far, we haven't hit anything too super sweet, but Magma Spray, or as Brad Nelson says, Pillar of Flame, because he doesn't know what cards say. So, but we'll keep going here. Man, I still haven't seen a Satyr Hoplite. I'm just super unlucky. If I was drafting these packs at the Pro Tour, I would not be happy because I love me some Hoplite. All right, I saw that the rare was multicolored, so I think it's a god. But let's see. All right, Nyx Fleece Ram. That's a sweet one. And it's Crewfix God of Horizons. Oh yeah. So we didn't open Crewfix in our Crewfix's Insight pack, but we did open him anyway. And Crewfix is a pretty awesome god. I think out of all the gods, Crewfix is the most flavorful because all the Crewfix cards, like all the blue-green cards, this is like exactly what those cards are trying to do. Like generate tons of mana, you know, drawing a bunch of cards, like doing things like that, like Prophet of Krufix and so forth. They all, like, all the Krufix cards, like, work together. It's pretty cool. So I think Krufix is a pretty sweet card. All right. But next pack, let's see what sweet stuff we got here. Another Magma Spray. We got a Gluttonous Cyclops. Let's check out the art on this guy. This is a Cyclops eating a sheep. I don't know about you, but that's my favorite art from the set. So, and let's see. Storm Chaser Chimera. This is also pretty sweet art. It's like a bird and a bull. Don't know, but it's cool. All right, Temple of Malady. There we go. This may not be a super exciting card, but it was definitely one of the most impactful standard cards from the set because black-green was a very popular color combination, and especially with cards like Abrupt Decay in the current standard format. So Temple of Malady was like the oft-awaited Scryland, and once it came out, it saw a lot of play. And this pack doesn't have a foil. All right, so one thing I want to say before I open this next pack is Journey to Nyx has the God Pack, and the God Pack is a pack where you open just 15 gods and nothing else. So we have about 30 packs left. Let's see if we can hopefully crack a God Pack. So I'm going to peel just this card, and it is a Market Festival. I already opened Market Festival. That's not a god, so we did not open a god pack. There's another Rotted Hulk, though. We're getting close to our Rotted Hulk playset, which is pretty sweet. Still don't see any of our boy Satyr Hoplite. We do have a Mogus's Warhound, which this was actually a pretty popular card for the Pro Tour Journey into Nyx, which was block constructed, because this guy is pretty sweet in the red decks. It is a creature by itself, or it makes your guy bigger and then becomes a creature later. I think this guy could definitely see some standard play at some point. But let's take a look at our rare Aegis of the Gods. Now, this card hasn't been that popular for standard, but it actually has seen some play in older formats. I know in Legacy some decks are actually playing this card against decks like Storm that are trying to kill you, because you just can't be targeted when this is in play, and that really wrecks those decks a lot. But that's all I got for that pack. Let's see how many how many 15 gods are in this pack. Well, maybe it's only 14 and a Lightning Diadem, or none. Mortal Obstinacy, that's one of my favorite cards to put on a Satyr Hoplite, which is not in this pack. Alright, Deserter's Quarters, just a super expensive card. Another Fellhide Petrifier, the old Riot Devil guy. Let's see if we got a foil. Nope. Rare. Oh, it's white. Alright, what is a white rare we could have opened? Launch the Fleet. Ooh. So, Launch the Fleet is actually a really sweet card with Obelisk of Erd from M15, where you can name soldier with Obelisk of Erd, and then you can launch the fleet and get a bunch of massive soldiers. And that is actually a pretty awesome standard combo with Launch the Fleet. And Launch the Fleet was actually big at the Block Pro Tour too. There were some mono white decks launching said fleet. But anyway, let's see what we got here. Oh, I keep saying Satyr, but not Hoplite. So nothing there. We have Desperate Stand. I like this card a lot. No one else really liked it with me, but I think those guys are just being super desperate. Squelching Leeches. Squelching Leeches is kind of like a poor man's Corlash Heir to Blackblade, but you know what? Corlash was so cool that I think Squelching Leeches is still fine. And, oh yes, Worst Fears. All right. This card is Brad Nelson's Worst Fear, actually. This card is just super awesome. It's basically like a one-shot Mindslaver effect. And I don't know if you've ever played the card Mindslaver before, but when you get to control someone's turn, sometimes you get to actually just decimate them. I remember I got Mindslavered one time, and my opponent, I had 2 Planeswalkers and like 5 creatures, and I ended the turn with actual nothing. And so that was probably my worst fear, and hopefully that will be someone else's worst fear as well. All right. Come on, God Pack. Come on. Bam. Grim Guardian, not a god. There he is. Satyr Hoplite. I'll target him with an aerial formation and a Cruel Feeding. Get him super big. Satyr Hoplite was... I first picked this card in both of my drafts at the Journey into Nyx Pro Tour because I loved drafting aggressive red decks. So Here we finally see one, and that is my favorite common from the set. But finally open that. Let's see what rare. We got a Dictate of Karametra. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the big mana cards, but if you want to cast those, Decree of Annihilations, you need to have cards like this to generate all the mana. So I feel like this is probably a pretty good EDH card. Just gives everyone access to a ton of mana, a ton of big effects. You can do cool things with that. Let's jump in to this one. All right, bunch of random commons. It looks like we've seen Cruel Feeding in just every single pack. Nyx Fleece Ram again. Strengthen the Fallen is a pretty sweet card. There's a lot of awesome type enchantments in the set, like Constellation cards, that you can really use with, like Nyx Weaver is a good example of a card that fills your graveyard and is an enchantment for Strengthen the Fallen. And Mana Confluence. So Mana Confluence is like one of the chase rares from the set. This is definitely worth a lot of money. Probably one of the big value. This is one of the big reasons you want to open Journey and Nyx is to get a card like this. So this is so far this is our best card we've opened. Sees a lot of play in Modern and Vintage and Legacy. Definitely a big standard card too. Mana Confluence is by far the best thing we've seen. So I'm going to set that over here. Actually, that's a really sweet one, and we will come back to that and hopefully open some more cards just like that. But this box been a little lacking in foils and 15 gods in the same pack. So, oh, well, here's a foil here. It's just a Flame Speaker Will, though. But, oh well. Maybe next time we'll get something sweet. Let's see what we got here. Sightless Brawler, Ritual of the Return. Oh, Banishing Light. Banishing Light is like a fixed Oblivion Ring. They printed this set, which basically it was a long time coming. I love me some Oblivion Ring, and I was very happy to see that this one came back to standard. But let's check out the rare behind it. Silence the Believers. Ooh. So I love cards like this. Silence the Believers basically feels like Sever the Bloodline from Innistrad block. I love these like big black removal spells that just scale the more mana you get and end up just being huge blowouts when you get to use them. So Silence is a pretty awesome one. I'm going to put that over in the sweet pile with Mana Confluence. May not be worth a lot of money, but it's just definitely a cool card. All right, let's see what we got. I see something multicolored. Is it a rare? It's a Nyx Weaver. Nyx Weaver is a cool card, but it's no sweet rare. Oh, that's not the rare. Another Aegis of the Gods. All right, well we have double hexproof, so we can't be targeted and then can't be targeted again. But that is the first pile. We did not open a God pack. And we did open a God pack, which we opened a Crewfix, but we did not open a God pack. So I'm going to jump into the next pile, and hopefully we got more sweet goodies there. All right, now we have kind of cleaned up our little area here, gotten rid of all those commons and uncommons. And I'm going to jump into pile number 2, pack number 1. All right. Let's peel away, Eagle of the Watch. All right, not it, Eagle of the Watch. No one's watching you. Ooh, Reprisal. Reprisal is a sweet reprint from I don't know, what was the original set? You have any idea? All right, I don't know. We don't know the original set, but it is a reprint and it destroys big creatures. And people were super happy about this because it killed Obsidat, and then no one ever played it, so I still killed people with Obsidat. But anyway, Reprisal is there and able to kill some big things. Ooh, King Makar the Gold Cursed. So I love this card so much because it is just like just a super flavorful card from this set. Basically, every turn he gets to touch something with gold, and you get an actual gold token. So, all right, I'm gonna check our token. Hopefully we got the gold token. All right, we got a soldier. All right, come on, we couldn't get the gold pack, but then we have a foil Deserter's Quarters, which I'm just gonna desert that card and not care because it's probably worth a quarter. So, but King Makar is a pretty cool one. That's a spicy number, as they say. All right, what do we got in this one? The old Font of Fertility. And I prefer Whitewater Rafting over Whitewater Naiads, just me personally. Ooh, Hypnotic Siren. All right, this card's pretty cool. Actually, a lot of mono blue decks in Standard are playing this card as a way with Nykthos to go big and steal one of your opponent's creatures late in the game, or you can just play it as a 1/1 flyer for 1. Sometimes it's Flying Men, sometimes it is, you know, Treachery or whatever. Steal your opponent's guy. And just a Minotaur token, not particularly cool. Some of these enchantment tokens look really awesome. I'm hoping to get a snake token by the time we're done with this. But, you know, if we get lucky, we can get a Freaka and a snake token to go with it. Gnarled Scarhide. Say what you will about this card. Definitely has one of the coolest names of any card in this set. Pretty gnarly, if you ask me. And Skybind. I knew we were going to open a Skybind in this set. It's just every box you open of Journey to Nyx, you just 100% to open at least Skybind once. I don't know what's going on in the art of this card. It is guy getting skybinded, I guess. Looks like he's skydiving. I don't even know. But anyway, kind of a weird card. Definitely a card that can do some cool things, but not super exciting. So we'll go on past that one. I was like wondering when the Skybind was going to hit us. It was 100% to happen. All right. Oh, Fleet Feather Cockatrice. So Cockatrice, just one of the best 3 creature types in Magic, and that's not up for discussion. That's just an actual fact. So we have a Cockatrice in here, and a Hero's Bane. This guy usually suffers a hero's downfall. That's my opinion on this card, but it's kind of like a Chameleon Colossus, can get super big and just take over a game if unchecked. So definitely has the potential to be a pretty big baddie. It has that Hydra doubling power. All the Hydras like to double in power. Just get Hydra-rific, as they say. All right, we're just skipping all these commons. Don't want to get pinned on them for too long. Let's see, Spider-Mogus. Ooh, Underworld Coinsmith. So I actually like this card a lot, and I remember when the set came out, I was talking about how I thought Underworld Coinsmith was pretty cool, and people laughed at me, and then it never saw play since that point, but it's still a cool card, and it still could see play because the effect's actually pretty good. So, Underworld Coinsmith, ladies and gentlemen, and Dawnbringer Charioteers. So, again, I actually think that this card is pretty sweet, too. It's like a build-your-own Baneslayer Angel. You just have to target it with like 2 or 3 spells, and all of a sudden you have this like 6/8 flyer that just gains so much life every turn, and your opponent can never win anymore. So, I think that card may see some play because it is a big one. All right. Maybe this is the God Pack here. Anyone? No? All right. Let's see, is that a token? No, it's just a tip card. I was humbled. It was not the God Pack. I was a mortal that was humbled. All right. Let's see. We got a Disciple of Deceit. Definitely one of the cooler cards in the set. I don't know what else to say about it. It just offers you the ability. Any effect that lets you search through your library to do something is usually pretty good. And then Hour of Need is just a huge limited blowout card. You just turn all your guys into 4/4 Sphinxes, which is, yeah, it's pretty awesome. And then Scourge of Fleets, which I like to call this card Scourge of Opening a Box, because much like our boy Skybind, Scourge of Fleets is in every box, and it is definitely the Scourge of my Journey into Nyx opening process. But this pack, all right, we haven't seen a foil in a while. I have a feeling that this pack's got a foil in it, so we're just gonna flip right to it. Yes, all right, it does have a foil. It is a Warwing Siren. All right, unfortunately not a foil rare, so we're gonna jump past it and jump to the rare itself. All right, I'm gonna skip past these commons, and we're gonna just try to ease our way and see if it is a Dictate of Crufix. All right, Dictate of Crufix. So we're really hitting all the stops on Crufix in this box. We are going crazy on the Crufix. Dictate is a pretty cool one. Actually, it's like a Howling Mine, but you get to start by drawing an extra card first, which is opposite from most Howling Mines. And honestly, this is one of the most annoying cards to play against, because usually when your opponent's playing this in their deck's really annoying. So anytime, if your opponent casts this card against you, you better be ready for the long haul, because they probably have a very slow and annoying deck. So that is the old Dictate of Crufix right there. All right, here we go. Oh, okay, Eidolon of Rhetoric. I've been playing this card in Modern. Stops all those pesky Storm decks. And Skybind number 2. Oh, Deicide. Okay, Deicide is actually really sweet. So this is actually one of the best rares in the set, and it also has probably the best flavor from the set, and it's just Elspeth killing Xenagos. I don't know, Xenagod, whatever. He became a god. I don't know. Things got hairy, but this is Elspeth sticking it to Xenagos with Godsend, or God's End, if you would prefer. Elspeth's weapon. So she is jamming a spear into Heliod, and the flavor text is just, "It is done." So that's what happens when, I guess, Xenagos tried to get too big for his old britches. Elspeth had to shoot him down a notch, but that was his nightmarish end. Basara Tower Archer has hexproof on it, so I'm going to skip that because no one likes hexproof. Daring Thief. Okay, Daring Thief is a fun one. I lost to this card twice at the Pro Tour, and I feel like he really stole a lot of wins from me because this card with Springleaf Drum is like a sick combo. So you get to tap it with Springleaf Drum every turn, and then untap it on your turn. You get the Inspired Trigger, and you get to trade like your 1-drop creature for their bomb, or you get to trade like a Banishing Light for their like crazy good enchantment creature. It just does a lot of awesome things. It may seem innocuous, but this card's very hard to play against. All right, let's see what this next pack's got for us here. Hopefully a Fertile pack. Hopefully not Star Falling. All right. It looks like a Temple. It is another Temple of Malady. So this has actually been a pretty good box so far in terms of these, because Temple of Malady is a really great card. One of the better rares for the set in terms of constructed playability. So we've already opened 2 of these, which isn't that likely. So that's definitely a pretty sweet haul in. Maybe we can open a foil Temple of Malady as well to just really hammer it home. All right, we got another Underworld Coinsmith here. I saw it was multicolored. That screams God to me. Yes. All right, Iroas, the God of Victory. I would say out of all the Minotaur-looking gods, this is the best because he is just a big old baddie. For one, he is 7 power for 4 mana. You don't get that every day, and he's kind of like, if your opponent is winning the game and they cast Iroas, it is the most horrible feeling imaginable because you know you just can't do anything else. Because now you can't block their creatures, and even if you do, they don't die. He's just a huge beating, and I think this card could be a pretty sweet one moving forward. But that is the second god we've opened from Journey into Nyx. I don't know if see if we can open some more, maybe 15 more. All right. Renowned Weaver, Renowned Sigourney Weaver. All right. Dictate of Erebos. All right, that is a rare from this set, or this pack, I should say. And not only does this card have like absurd artwork, like I think this is one of the best art from the set. It's just an awesome card too. It's just, if anyone who's ever played with Grave Pact knows how awesome this effect is, where anytime one of your creatures dies, they have to sacrifice a creature. You can get crazy with like tokens and Cartel Aristocrat and all kinds of other sacrifice effects, and just really just destroy your opponent's chance of winning the game. So Dictate of Erebos, pretty sweet one. But that is the end of our second pile. We're about to get to the last pile. We still haven't opened a Bomb Foil Rare, so I don't know. We have 12 packs left. Can we do it? I'm really hoping that we can. All right, start with this one. It's got a Johnny Mentor of Heroes on it, so maybe we can actually open in a Johnny from this pack. Whoa, hey, part of the pack just kind of spit out on me there. And all right, it's not the rare though. We're still live on the rare. Oh, here it is. It's Sage of Hours. All right, never mind. We're not live on the rare. it's Sage of Hours. No, this is actually a pretty cool one. There's actually an infinite combo with Sage of Hours and a Johnny Mentor of Heroes and something else where you can put enough counters on him every turn to just take infinite turns. So he's actually kind of a neat card, and actually I think that he could maybe see some play because Heroic's actually a really powerful ability. So he may look like a small 1/1 for 2, but he's got upside, bro. All right. Another Gluttonous Cyclops. Really just hammering home those sheep. All right, another Eidolon. And a Battlefield Thaumaturge. Now, I feel like every time I say this card, I sound like, I don't know, I just kind of sound like a snob. Like, I would like to cast my Battlefield Thaumaturge. But he's actually pretty cool. I actually got to play with him in Limited a few times, and he is surprisingly much better than you would expect. He is hard to kill because he can gain hexproof, and anytime you have any mana open, you could just have any number of tricks, and your opponent just doesn't know what you got. So, he definitely took over the battlefield when he was Thaumaturgin out there. He was a Thaumaturgin Surgeon. All right, here's the old Brain Maggot. This is a kind of reprint of I can't think of the name of the card. Yeah, it's similar to Tidehollow Sculler. There's an older one too, but yeah, I can't think of the name right now. But anyway, this card is awesome because it is also an enchantment in addition to this. So I actually played this card a lot in Constructed alongside Eidolon of Blossoms and Doomwake Giant as a way to strip my opponent's hand and also generate some sweet advantages. And let's see the rare. Dictate of Heliod. So Dirty H, or Heliod, is my favorite god, and Dictate of Heliod is probably my favorite Dictate. I don't know, Dictate of Erebos is pretty close, but this card is just such a beating when you get to attack with all your creatures, flash it in, kill all their guys, and they don't see it coming, so. Also, the flavor text is about how Heliod doesn't help people, and, you know, just really promotes the Heliod's a badass image, which also, you know, was promoted when he killed Elspeth. Spoiler. So, guy doesn't mess around, that's for sure. All right, let's see. We got another Tower Archer. All right, Reviving Melody. We haven't seen that one yet. We can return a creature or an enchantment from our graveyard, and we have a Hall of Triumph. So, this card is actually pretty cool. It's a colorless, glorious anthem of sorts. So any color can play it, and it really just hammers home like a monocolor strategy. So it's very good with like mono blue in current standard or mono red. I know some of the Goblin Rabble Master decks have been playing this, so I think this is definitely going to be a big card. Unfortunately, it's legendary, so you can't play too many in a deck, but it's a very powerful effect. Almost as powerful as this God Pack we're about to open. Or the armament of... Maybe this is an Armament of Nyx pack, where every card is just 15 Armament of Nyxes. Humbled again. Alright, not it. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to skip past this Agent of Erebos to Extinguish All Hope. And this rare has certainly extinguished all hope of us opening a God Pack from the set. Oh, man, I almost threw that away without looking. So the best card we open in this pack is not the rare, it's the gold token. This is a pretty rare token, but it is pretty cool. It goes with King Midas, King Makar, whatever. He has the Midas touch. And also Guild from Born of the Gods creates the gold token. So gold token's pretty cool. I thought all of our hope was extinguished, but it was not. We did have the gold token. So let's see. Maybe we have a foil in this pack. I'm gonna go for the old foil check first. Yes. All right. There is a foil. Areska Swiftclaw. All right. Maybe next time. Another Banishing Light. That's a good one. And Twin Flame. Okay. All right. That's an interesting one. Twin Flame's actually kind of a neat card. It's another one of those like red copy cards. I know there's one that cost 3 mana from Lorwyn that was really sweet that everyone played a lot. The awesome thing about Twin Flame is you can actually strive it and copy a bunch of different creatures. So if you have like 3 awesome creatures in play, you can copy all of them. Unfortunately, you have to choose a different creature with each copy of... every time you strive Twin Flame, you have to choose a different guy. But still can do a lot of awesome things. One of those cards where you just like have a couple of mopey creatures in play, and then all of a sudden you just killed your opponent with Twin Flame. Red is certainly known for those kinds of cards, and I'm certainly known for losing to them. Alright, we have another temple here. We have the Temple of Epiphany, which this one, not as sweet as Temple of Malady, but definitely still up there. And I think that this one could become much better moving forward, especially if my boy Keranos starts seeing some play. So hopefully we can open a Keranos to go with our Temple of Epiphany, because I think that card is sweet. Or maybe we'll just get the hind end of the deal. I don't know. Alright. Chariot of Victory, Eidolon Rhetoric, Oh, okay, it's multicolored. Oh, yes. Revel of the Fallen God. Okay. All right, this one is part of a combo I like to call the Sweet 16. So, Revel of the Fallen God, along with the Dirty Perf, or Perforos God of the Forge, was a combo that my teammates and I played at the Pro Tour, Journey into Nyx, and we called it the old Sweet 16 because you cast Revel of the Fallen God, you make 4 2/2 Satyr tokens with haste. Each of them deals 2 damage to your opponent with Perforos, and then you hit them for 8 more. So it's a total of 16 damage, or the old Sweet 16. If you have an extra 3 mana, you can pump Perforos once and deal them the full 20. Between every round of the Pro Tour, we would come up to our teammates and ask if anyone achieved the Sweet 16. I'm pretty sure that I got to do it first. I think it was round number 5 of the Pro Tour. I got to Sweet 16 my opponent, and he did not see it coming, and he was not pleased. So that is Revel of the Fallen God. Definitely one of the coolest cards from the set. And capable of, you know, your sister turned 16. You might want to give her a Revel of the Fallen God and a Perforos as a gift. I don't know. Just saying. But that's what I did. Oh, yes. All right. Oh, wow. This pack is just gas. And a Satyr token, too. This is just the sweetest pack. All right. We have an Ajani Mentor of Heroes. So, Ajani, you may remember him from Ajani Vengeant, where he was trying to kill Nicol Bolas. He has changed his ways. Now he is trying to save the other Planeswalkers. This is Ajani Mentor of Heroes, where you can search up other Planeswalkers from your deck. So, super powerful card. Definitely one of the more powerful Planeswalkers they've printed in a while. He's expensive at 5 mana, but his effect is so dominating. And his -8 is just gain 100 life, which is just probably the funniest ultimate they've printed in a while. I'm not saying it's great, but it's just definitely cool. You're just like, I'll just gain 100. And so yeah, we just opened a Planeswalker, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure Johnny's the only Planeswalker in this set, so I think this was our only chance to open a Planeswalker. So we actually got one, so this pack's all worth it. We also got a Satyr token. Those are kind of on the rare side. That goes with the Revel of the Fallen God or Xenagos. And then we have a foil rare as well, Harnessed by Force, Tom Ross Special. I'm not a huge red player, but this one is the kind of card that I lose to a lot, where you can steal your opponent's Polukranos, or steal their Desecration Demon, or whatever huge creature they have, and kill them with it. And it has Strive, so you can... A lot of the red Nykthos decks could Strive this card like 2 additional times and just steal all of their opponent's creatures and kill them. So, wow. All right, we had a Planeswalker and a foil. We only have 3 packs left, so that was kind of a redeemer right at the end of the box. Really saved this box a lot. So, because this box was a little skinky prior to that point. So, all right, let's see. Let's see if we can get another sweet pack. Got another gnarled Polymorphous Rush. Oh, okay. All right, I was just gonna throw this pack away because it's Polymorphous Rush, and that's not that cool. But we got the snake. Oh no, I dropped the snake. All right, there's a snake down in my pants there. But we got the old snake token, and honestly, it's just the sweetest token. It's just an enchantment snake, and it goes with Pharika, God of Affliction. And this pack right here has a Pharika on the front, so you know, maybe there is a Freak on a leash inside this pack too. All right. Oh, okay. There's a foil. We're gonna get to that later. We're gonna slow roll. Oh, it's a foil gnarled. That's actually a really good foil. Gnarled Scarhide is definitely a card that sees some play and is just a really powerful effect. So that's actually might be worth something. That's actually a pretty cool foil. Coinsmith, and we have a Dictate of the Twin Gods. So we've opened like all the dictates, and this one is Mogus and our Iroas, I guess, just kind of battling each other. But this is actually a very iconic card because I don't know if you watch any of the SCG Open series, but Chris Van Meter got absolutely destroyed by a Dictate of the Twin Gods when his opponent, at the end of turn, flashed in a Dictate of the Twin Gods, untapped and cast Spark Trooper, which is a 6/1 trample haste, and hit him for 12 and just one-shot him when it looked like Chris couldn't possibly lose the game. He ended up losing a Dictate of the Twin Gods into Spark Trooper, and the expression on his face was priceless. So that card definitely contributed to one of the most iconic moments of SCG Live history. All right, we have the last pack here, so all right, I'm gonna buckle up and see what we got. Sphinx token. All right, off to a mediocre start. We got a mountain. All right, that's not it. All right, and we'll go from the other side here. Skip all these commons and uncommons. We're desperate. We're desperate for something. All right, we don't have a foil because there's only one card behind this. All right, let's see the last rare. Hypnotic Siren. Okay. All right. Not the worst note to end on, but unfortunately we did not open a God Pack, but we did open some pretty sweet stuff. So that's all the Journey into Nyx I have here. Let's go ahead and look through some of these rares again, just see what we got. The Ajani, got the Temples. We extinguished all hope of the God Pack. Got a couple of gods in here. We got a Deicide to destroy them. Let's see. I know there's another god in here somewhere. Yeah, there's a Crufix. So there's an Aegis of the Gods. Not quite the same thing. We have a Mana Confluence as well. So all in all, this was actually a pretty good pack. Definitely, I would have to say out of this entire pack, though, the easy winner is, I mean, Mana Confluence is like the money card here, but the easy winner is Ajani, Mentor of Heroes. Just a super awesome card. Ajani tried to save Elspeth from getting killed by Heliod, but failed. But you know what, Ajani, you're still cool in my book. But this was the Journey into Nyx unboxing. So if you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed seeing some of these sweet cards we opened, make sure you subscribe, click below, make sure you like and comment on this. Or if you want to watch more unboxings with yours truly, the BBD, you can click these boxes and unbox these boxes and watch more of these videos and see what goodies awaited us in other sets.